In the first of this series of training and support videos that we've created, we're going to take you through how to access the MyVisitorLog management portal. In future videos, you'll be able to see how to set up different parts of the system, how to use the data, how to export the data, etc. But first, we'll take you through how to get into the system and what the menu structure looks like. So if I go into my browser on my PC, smartphone, or tablet, I simply type in secure.myvisitorlog.com. The site is fully secure and encrypted. And then what we do is this brings us up to the login screen. Now, you will have been sent an email, a password, and a site ID, which will be sent to you in an email when we created your account. So I simply go login. Now, if I've forgotten my password, obviously I can click on this and reset my password. Once you're in the system, you've also got the ability to change the password if you don't like the one that we've set up when we created your account. So I simply click on login, and I'm now in the management portal. So there are a number of icons which we'll address, as I said, in subsequent videos. There's also a full menu structure which will take you to each of these menu options that you can see here. So you can either go via the menu or you can go via the icon. And depending on what type of user you are logged in as, you will see different options in the screen. Now, I'm logged in as a full admin, so I have full rights. If I'm logged in as a manager, then I'm not able to set up new users. And if I'm logged in as a receptionist, or what we call reception mode, I could only see a subset of the data, which we'll address in another video shortly. In addition to that, we've got our profile option here. So this is where I can change my profile as the primary admin user. So obviously I can change my email address. I can change my name if I want to. Not that that's likely, but that's possible. I can also change my password if I want to change my password. So if I don't like the password that's been set up for me, I can go in and change my password as an admin. I've also got the About screen, which will show me what the company ID is if I need to provide that to a Time Hub team member for support. And obviously I can log out. So as I said, we're logged in at the moment as a full admin. If you want to set up other users, we suggest, rather than everyone using the same login, that you set up different users for what they can actually do and see when they go into the system. So if I go into manage users, and I'll go into my record. So you can simply add a new user here by putting in their name, their email address, a password that you want them to use, and you have to repeat that password, and then you would choose the type of user they are. So the three methods at the moment are full admin, which means they've got full rights to everything, including adding, editing existing users. Manager rights means I can get in and see all of the data and maintain most of the system with the exception of this screen, so I can't go in and edit or change the users or user rights for any user. And then the reception mode is where I can only go in and use the application in a reception mode, which means I can run it on a PC, which I said we'll cover in another video. And I can also only see who's in the system and who's still on site. So those are the three methods that you've got in there. And as I said, I've got mine currently set up here as a full admin. Now, if you've got a user that's no longer active, then you can simply make them inactive. I won't do that to myself, but I'll go and do that. For example, I can go into my reception one here and I can say reception is inactive. And so reception is no longer in my available list, and the person using that login will not be able to access the system. If I want to see my inactive users, I simply tick on this box here and I'll see here's an inactive user. I can reactivate them by simply coming back in here and taking the tick out and saving it, and that person or that user is now fully operational. So that's a very quick run through on just the menu structures. In the next video, we'll cover how to set your system up.